Hello YouTube, it's Yaroslav and Philosophy Man YouTube channel. At first I want to make some technical announcement. I guess I will be getting back to the format of audio podcasts. I started my channel from audio podcasts, and the reason for that is that I found out that actually video format takes inadequately lots of energy and moral and psychological energy, and the profit from it is doubtable because the only original video content you get from me working on the video is just my face, and it is not too profitable. On the other hand, with the audio format, I can concentrate again on the content of the episodes and tell a story I want to tell without giving much of the energy to the video editing. 5 minute video of me, it takes about 3-4 hours of work. It's not including the preparation you need to do before talking on the camera, because talking on the camera is much more energy consuming than talking on the sound recorder. And it also seems to me that the hits for the audio episodes are the same as the hits for the videos, so it is just a better way to do so. Also, in few days, on the 1st of January of 2022, it will be exactly 3 years since I started this channel. So I'm going to do a big episode, again reciting all the past events concerning the channel and explaining my plans for the future. I don't know whether there should be a video part to it, but I think I will do an mixed audio and video thing, or audio only. I still don't know, actually. This should be a big episode, as previous 2 episodes were quite big. I need to address those episodes and also tell what's new in the channel. And there is a lot of new due to social and historical circumstances, Ukrainian circumstances, and the change of the language of the channel. And also, unfortunately, this year I managed to upload even more than 3 times less videos than in the previous 2 years. So, but there are, of course, as I said, reasons for that. However, I think this is all with the technical announcement. Today I want to talk about Cyberpunk 2077 Edgerunners animation show again. I made a video about it, a review of it, one video ago. And my grade was that it was technically advanced, but unfortunately it consists in its plot parts from cliches. So it's not too interesting to watch it. You actually have all the cliches of the cyberpunk as genre there, and also all the cliches of the heroic initiation story from mythology there. Though it is interesting to see the battle scenes, the action scenes, and it is just beautiful picture of it, but all in all it's boring. If you are advanced in the popular culture, you will not find anything new to you there, neither in spiritual nor in emotional sense of the word. I also said that it doesn't propose a very developed main character, because it is the classical story of initiation, which is about a young man who is sort of outcast, a marginal in the society, which consists of people who are, in a sense, enlightened. So in cyberpunk words, it's corpos, spies, gangsters, and netrunners, and the main hero is just a citizen of the city who suffers from all kinds of abuse and violence from people with power. And my analysis is that actually the very idea of such initiation myth is sort of a deceiving of a listener, of a perceiver of that myth, because there is no real way to get into the circle of the chosen ones in this way by performing tasks and just waiting for you to be promoted. The only way that it is acceptable in the usual human society of that type is that just working hard, studying hard, and waiting for a chance to maybe step up. And as you know, it is often also deceiving yourself and deceiving the others, because you can work your ass off and not getting anything for the whole of life. But it is just a game of life. However, in this initiation myth, and especially in this uh, show, it is shown that a hero is is made to take a different path. The path of risk and with high stakes and high payoffs. And this is in this context, in this setting, this way is to join the criminal world, the underworld, the gang. And still, my analysis is that this is the even more wrong if you just sitting in the office and working your ass off. I watched the remaining series of the show, and I may say that my opinion on that did not change. The remaining series sort of provide with the development of a character of main protagonist, saying that he, in a sense, reached some high places, not that high as he expected in the Arasaka Academy, but still high in the underworld. But if I may say, if continuing my idea of mythological analysis of the popular culture, it is assumed that this new successful David Martinez is not the same David Martinez that is shown in the beginning of the show. He is sort of a continuation of the personality and dreams of the original leader of the gang he joins, Maine. And in a sense, it's a cultural metaphor for that. If you join some organization like that in real life, or you see that plot in other different franchises, it is assumed that you decline your identity and become the embodied identity of that socium you joined. And the second part of the story is about actually the other David Martinez, the new body but the old soul of that gang of Maine. And it is shown that actually the life he leads, full of violence and risk, is not that glamorous as it may seem for the simple citizen. David starts to take higher risks, and though he advanced in his skill, he kills innocent people, and he suffers from the uh, heavy state of PTSD. In the show, it is also called cyberpsychosis and is connected to taking more narrow and other implants than you can bear as an individuum. It is both the concept from the cyberpunk genre that deals with the conflict between the human part of the person and its machine parts, which is a big problem in transhumanism, and it is a big future problem as technologies development. In some years, then implants will be true, not just science fiction. And the other part is, of course, another metaphor for PTSD. Uh, in fact, the criminal value of life is deceiving yourself as the same as the ordinary citizen way of life, because while winning the risks, winning the stakes, you still damage yourself morally, you still damage yourself physically, and you can spend a few years in that regime, so to say, and then you just need a different character because the old character just burned out. The story of David Martinez, which ends tragically, but I will not say how because it is a spoiler, reminded me of a story I was a part of or from my own life. During my late teens, I had a friend, let's call him M, who was into the same interests as I was, some nerd stuff, computer game related stuff. Then he just sort of joined. Yes, that was a gang. In a sort, that was a gang. They were involved with drugs. And let us say that now there is no M, unfortunately. I guess that's all for today. Thank you for your attention. See you next day. See you next. Goodbye.